Mad Nation, Gibs here for another exciting edition. It is not your den, it is not my den, but it is the Mad Den, a.k.a. The Laser Show, the internet's most passionate show. John Madden, NFL 12 football, kicking off the bang. Show 201, that's right, we bypass show 200 here. For special reason, it's going to be a special show, show 200, that Z Falls and I are doing. But we're going to talk about the Dolphins' power run today, and of course, what everyone is talking about, the potential rematch between the Giants and Patriots. I mean, I gotta admit, a little nervous this week going and playing against Baltimore. We know the defense is good. We know that Ed Reed got a little banged up with his ankle on that last play of the game there against the Texans. But you know, the question is, can Ray Lewis and Ed Reed get their inner David Tyree and just show up one time like it was in the mid-2000s, right? Can they channel that energy and just play like young bucks again? That's what worries me. You know, can Ray Lewis cover Gronkowski? I probably not. Can Ed Reed cover him? I mean, these are the things. I mean, matchup problems. You got to be able to match up against the Patriots. Aaron Hernandez saw 5 or 7 carries out of the backfield the other day. The Patriots probably took another, I don't know, maybe 12, 15 snaps as a passing option. He was really, I mean, you could say a primary halfback for that entire offensive game. That no huddle style approach, come out in a 2 tight end package, 3 wideouts, and then when you do get a situation where they needed to pass, they could or needed to run, they would put Hernandez back there, Gronk on the line, and they'd be split out wide with their 3 wideouts, and then they would go just dives off tackles. First play of the game, Aaron Hernandez, about a 30-yard run. I think he finished the game with like 69 yards rushing or 59 yards rushing, something like that. But that's tough. I mean, one thing that worried me is because he had a head injury the last play of the game, but I'm guessing, you know, they did concussion tests and he was fine. And then he talked to the media after the game, which apparently that's what ESPN, everyone's saying that, you know, if you had a concussion, then you wouldn't be able to talk to the media after the game. So that's a good thing going into this game. Of course, the other side of the story is the Giants. Can the Giants get past the Niners? I think without a doubt the Giants can get by the Niners. My bigger worry is, can the Patriots get by the Ravens? And I'm just torn. I mean, I think that we can. And I feel confident. We've got the playoff beard is in full effect. It's just fierce at this point. So, you know, today let's talk about the power run formation. Let's get into our Zoomy Zoom. Farrell still has my tripod. I gotta get my tripod. Nope. Need the books. Zoom. Okay, so the formation we want to come out in is the twin tight end. This is in the Dolphins playbook. We're talking about the Dolphins this week. First off today, we'll be talking about the power run formation from the Miami Dolphins playbook in Madden NFL 12. Let's talk about the halfback zone week. Now, if you had watched any of my tournament games when I was using custom playbooks a while back, you would have noticed that I was using this formation, specifically this one running play. And what's tough about this play is it just the alignment of the formation, and most importantly, you see the fullback shoots that right there, that A gap. A lot of times on off tackle runs, especially this year's game, that A gap opens up, and then your opponent is able to shoot through that gap there. That's what's really important about this fullback is firing through. You have a double tight end on one side, so you can pancake double team that tight end, or one of the tight ends, or I mean the D end and one of the other tight ends can branch off to the next level. You're going to get a double team inside with your guard and center on one of their D tackles, and then you get a push with your guard on the one of the D tackles, and then your right tackle moves up to the next depth. So, I mean, I like to run this play nearly every time flipped, and then what you really want to do is just kind of fight through the hole. Be patient with this run. I mean, it opens up, and there. I need my seal. Let's see where I read wrong. I'd like to get a seal on that outside guy with my tight end, but you can see the D tackle's getting double teamed, the D end's getting double teamed, and then you have your tight end on the outside getting to the next level. Fullback is shooting through that A gap. So as you can see, I mean, we got 2 double teams. That's primarily why this run is so effective, is you get those double teams. So you're not going to get the guys shutting off blocks. Terrible example, but you're not going to see too many block sheds in that situation with a double team. So here it is again. Follow your blockers. That's what we're looking for. As you saw, the tight end actually picked up the outside defender there. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Go back to instant replay, and you'll see it again here. So you see this time there's no double team on the D end. our fullback is able to get to the inside linebacker. Our far tight end gets to out wide. Our inside tight end seals off the edge. If my right tackle can hold that block, I'm cutting through that hole. So say if that block is sealed there, I mean, there's me and this deep safety and then the weak side linebacker that are free to make a play on this. But because he gets off that block there, that makes me have to cut it back out wide, use Bush's speed to get outside, still get a 5-yard gain. But primarily, I don't like to run this ball to the left side. I always like to playmaker it right. And then you just kind of work and read the holes, as you can see. I mean, really, this run is very, very effective. I mean, I would say it's probably good for at least 3 yards a pop, and especially in this year's game with all the block shedding on the D-line, that's tough to find a consistent run that consistently gets you that. So as you can see, boom, get to the next level. That right up through that A gap is also a very nice run. I mean, you got to read the outside. If it's sealed off, then you can run it up there, but if it's not like there, I saw the guy had outside containment. My tight end didn't get him, and if he doesn't get him, then that's when you have to cut it back inside. He has him there, and that time I break it out wide. So that's your read every time. Is initially, can your far tight end get to the far receiver, and can they seal him off? If not, then you don't want to. And as you can see, it's tough. You got to make the read, and I understand that, but that's part of the game, name of the game. You gotta make that read. Gotta make that read. I don't like that. I don't like those odds there, so I just ran behind my big offensive line. And what I would also say is work in play action off this, right? So you have the play fake here. Maybe you don't even use play action, but you just call this play right here. You have a nice flood to the right. Marshall's going to come on slant over the middle of the field, as you see, and then you just try and hit a guy in the flat in the far right corner. Just just to keep him honest, I would say primarily just use this one run. I mean, the run down's a halfback dive, but this run does better. Occasionally you can try and mix in other plays. For example, you have the counter weak, so I would say occasionally. And when I mean occasionally, I mean when you see something like this. So a lot of times what you're going to see is you're going to start seeing they're going to start shifting the guy because they're not going to respect that weak side run. So you might see something like this, a front like this, and then they're going to be cheating like this over here with this guy. So if you it's about a read, right? So if you notice they're picking up and then trying to really overload that right side because that's where you keep going, that's when you mix in the counter and then you hit them with the counter to the left. But just know that you're very weak on that weak side counter. One thing you could do is run the counter, call the fullback, and motion him out wide, and then try and get him to the next level like that. He kicks out. But again, it's all about that read. I mean, you don't want to run the counter in the situation against like a matchup like this because you'll see you have 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders on this side. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers and a user guy. More times than not, I'm going to get overloaded here, and as you can see, taken down. What you can also do is try to run the counter to the right and try to kick out right, and then bang, get out wide, get upfield, touchdown, wheezy. So this is a very good power run formation from the Dolphins playbook. Dolphins playbook also has gun tight doubles on. While it doesn't have Falcon Cross, it has a play that's similar, and it's a quick audible. So pretty good playbook, and this is a playbook that Chad Ochocinco used when I play with him because he was using Dolphins. That's his squad in the game. So a lot of things to come from this formation throughout the week. We're going to be talking Pats, Ravens, talking Niners, Giants all week, AFC, NFC Championship game. Show 201. Show 200's been saved. You got to get that filmed up and up on the web for you guys. Something Farrells and I did special. We'll let you know what that is. A little 1v1 basketball game, if you will. Farrells and I won't tell you who won, but I'll tell you it was a good game. And for right now, though, guys, until tomorrow, show 202, we'll be back. Quick pass formation from the Dolphins playbook. And as always, guys, it is not your den. It is not my den, but it is the Mad Den.